Welcome back, week 3 of Heavy to Healed. After the scale skills, losing the weight is one phase, maintaining it is a completely different skill set. This week, we're shifting into something that many programs don't talk about. What happens after the weight comes off? For many years, I could lose the weight, that was never the problem, but I didn't know how to live after the weight loss. I would go back to old habits and the cycle would start again. Weight loss is not the finish line. Maintenance is. And let me explain what I mean by that. Diets focus on losing. Few people are taught how to live afterward. What after the scale skills means are the skills you need after the weight is gone. Staying consistent without pressure, navigating real life, holidays, stress, busy days, not falling into all or nothing thinking. And I was real big on that. If I had a bad morning, I had a bad day. I made it a bad day. If I had 2 bad days in a row, I made it a bad week. That's not how I do it anymore. If I have a bad moment, it was just a moment. And the next meal is back to normal. Continuing awareness from weeks 1 and 2. Maintenance isn't about being perfect. It's about learning how to live in a way that supports your health long term. An important mindset shift. You're not trying to finish something anymore. You're learning how to live, and that's a big shift. This week, in your journey, your workbook, we will begin thinking about what your life looks like after the weight loss. What habits, routines, and mindset will help you stay there. If you've lost weight before and gained it back, you're not alone. You just weren't given the tools for maintenance. I was never given the tools for maintenance. These are my own maintenance tools and skills that I came up with on my own and that worked for me after many years of failed maintenance. And I just felt led to share it with women like myself. This week is about building confidence in your ability to not only reach your goals, but to stay there. Page 6, maintenance mindset. Maintenance is not about being perfect. I'm not perfect. I have days, not days, moments where I fail. But it's not fail, I just have moments where I probably ate more than I should have. But I don't make it a habit. My habit now is eating less, moving more, and only eating when I'm hungry. Maintenance is about learning how to live in a new way that supports you long term. So this is where you shift from trying to lose weight to become someone who knows how to maintain it. So on this page, here are some prompts for you. You could write these questions down and answer them later. 1, what has my mindset around weight loss been in the past? So examples. I really did. I always thought it had to be perfect. I always followed them to a T. I would deprive myself of things that I wanted to eat, and which is why I probably always gained the weight back, because then when I went off that diet plan, I didn't know how to eat normal, like when I cooked breakfast for my family or my dinner for my family. And I have now taught myself to listen to my body and eat what I want when I'm hungry. So the mindset of always thinking that you have to be perfect or that you just needed more willpower. Willpower gets us through the diet, but it doesn't get us to the finish line. Number 2, question 2 for yourself. How has that mindset affected my ability to maintain? Question number 3, what does maintenance mean to me now? And the reason why I'm not giving you real answers, because this is your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings, how you feel about this. These are questions for you. 4, what beliefs do I need to let go of? Examples can be, I messed up, so I have to start over. I have to be perfect to succeed. Question number 5 for yourself. What new mindset do I want to step into? And number 6, what does living in a maintenance mindset look like in my daily life? Maintenance is not something that you try to do. It is how you choose to live. And that's how I have succeeded, because that's how I've chose to live every day. So page 47 in your workbook. Who am I without the scale chasing me? For so long, the number on the scale may have felt like it defined your progress, because it always did for me. It defined your success, even your worth. This page is about stepping away from that and reconnecting with who you are beyond the number. I always looked for that number on the scale, and I followed it to a T. I would weigh myself every day, sometimes twice a day. It became a problem. But that scale has also been my best tool for maintenance. I weigh myself twice a week normally, with that 3-pound leeway I give myself. And if I am near the top of that leeway or over it, I know I really need to cut back for a couple days. And usually it's up because I have probably ate a little more than I should have. That scale is now my best tool. So write these questions down on page 4. I lost my spot. Sorry. Okay. And you answer them later. How has this scale influenced my thoughts, emotions, or behaviors? Number 2, how have I defined success in the past? Number 3, if the scale didn't exist, what's a good one? How would I measure progress? I personally, like I said, I went for a size rather than a number on the scale this time. And then I weighed myself, saw the weight that I was at the size I wanted to be, and where I felt comfortable in my skin and in clothing. And that's where I set my goal weight to maintain. 4, how would you feel about your question? How would I feel about myself without constantly focusing on a number? I will tell you from my experience, it's pretty freeing. Number 5, what would I focus on instead? So instead of focusing on that number and that number on the scale, here are some examples. Focus on how you feel. Do you feel better? Do you feel less tired? Do you feel happier? Do you feel more energy? Is your energy level up? Examples are your consistency, staying consistent with your new eating style. You could focus on your mindset and where your mindset is and how your mindset has changed since you've started this journey. Number 6, Who am I becoming without the pressure of the scale? Yes, that's a good one. Do not let that scale define you. Do not let it define your worth. Do not let it define your progress. Feel your worth. Feel your progress. Because you are more than a number. Measure your progress by how you show up for yourself. Page 48. What does success look like beyond numbers? For so long, success may have been measured by that number on the scale. Don't we all do that when we go on a diet? We're focused on that number. Oh, I'm down 2 pounds. Oh, I'm down 5. I'm down 20. Oh, I went up 2. I went up 5. Do not let that control you. It is not true success. True success is found in how you show up, how you live your life each day. This page is about redefining what success means to you. Here are your questions for yourself. In the past, how did I define success? Was it tied to a number, a goal weight, or perfection? Those are some examples. Number 2, how did that definition affect me? Number 3, what are some non-scale ways I can measure progress? Some examples. I feel more in control of my choices. I don't turn to food automatically. I recover quickly from off days. I feel more confident in my body. I'm more aware of my emotions. Number 4, how do I want to feel in my daily life? Number 5, what does success look like for me now? And number 6, what small everyday wins can I begin to recognize? And those are important. If you're one who chose to start working out, maybe you were able to do more reps. Maybe you were able to increase your speed on your treadmill. Whatever it may be, recognize those small wins because they matter. Success for me now means it is no longer a number. It's how you show up for yourself each day.